Hey peeps, it's your girl AmberCharmayne. Do y'all like my look? Hey, I'm so cute today. I was doing something for TikTok, so I had to get real cute for TikTok, of course, and now I'm cute for y'all, my peeps. Let me know if y'all like this look. Make sure y'all thumbs up, and while you at it, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. And today we're gonna be doing a Q&A. Now I just felt like I didn't really want to do a Q&A or another like get to know me video, because all of these questions are all the same. Like, everybody just asks the same questions and it's just a regurgitation, and I just didn't want my video to be super basic. So of course somebody told me to do a Q&A, and I was like, no, told them no for those reasons. And then all of a sudden Ruby Rose posted on her Instagram that she was going to do a Q&A, and she was like, ask me questions. So I went through her comments and pulled some of the questions from her video or her post, because I was like, these are gonna be like super basic. So I think I have like 10 questions. So let's go ahead and get started into the first question. So someone asked, do you need your rent paid? And honey boo, I definitely need some rent paid. I need some rent money. I don't have an apartment as of yet, but I definitely am saving for my apartment already, so we could put that right in the savings account. My Cash App is $AmberCharmayne, so y'all can definitely Cash App me some money. The next question is, what are some of my hobbies? So one of my hobbies is singing. I absolutely love singing. I'll go ahead and sing just like a little bit for y'all. So much about this crazy game they call love that I'm trying to understand. Why can't you be my best friend before you call yourself my man? Why can't I love you in slow motion? Yeah, so that's just a little clip of me singing, and I definitely want to sing way more these days. And also, I meant to tell you guys that the neighbors are like playing music all day, but I need to film while there's daylight. So please disregard any noise that y'all hear. Hopefully I'm talking loud enough to drown it out for y'all. I can hear it. I don't know if y'all can hear it though. Yeah, so that's one of my hobbies. I love singing so much. So the next question I have is, what is my favorite feature on myself? So I don't know, this question is always hard for me to answer, because in a general sense, I mean, I really love everything on my body, but also it's hard to answer because there are things about some of my favorite features that I still want to fix. Like, even the feature I'm about to tell y'all, there's still something about that feature that I want to fix, and it wasn't always that way. I wasn't born that way, which is why I want to fix it. I want it to go back to the way it was. I'm not going to mention what it is. That might be in like a future vlog though, where I'm getting it fixed. But my favorite feature, I'm going to have to say, just for the purposes of this video, my favorite feature is my lips. So I absolutely love my lips. They're cute, right? I love my lips because I love big lips. Like, I love big lips on all people. And honestly, other than when you're getting filler, I just feel like there is no such thing as having lips that are too big. Like as long as they're natural, lips cannot be too big. Anybody that has big lips, I'm like, I love your freaking mouth. But I hate small lips, and my lips really aren't even the biggest, but they pretty juicy though. The next question is, what's my type? So also, in a general sense, I don't feel like I have a type. It's not like, oh, because I prefer this, I'm not gonna date somebody that don't got it. Like, no. I feel like everybody's type should be someone that makes them feel good, and that, you know, is willing to work with them and compromise with them. I think like that should be the ultimate type for everybody. But also, you know, everybody else's life is their life, but that's just how I am with me, because I don't feel like, oh, I'm gonna have a type and that person is gonna be what I need them to be, or what is needed to make the relationship work. Like, how dumb would that be to just stick to one type and then they never give you what you need? Like, that's dumb. But if somebody were to ask me what's my type, this is what I would say. So my type, preferably, I do like dudes that have beards. I do like dudes that are bald. Tall. First of all, put that number 1. You got to be above 6 foot. Now, I will take someone that's 5'10", but if we're talking about what I prefer, what's my type, I need you to be above 6 feet. You don't have to be someone that went to college, but you do have to be someone that wants to be educated, that likes knowing things and is willing to seek out the information. I don't want someone who, you know, thinks learning is stupid or thinks reading is stupid. Like, what? Also, I want someone just that smart, because just because you like to learn doesn't mean that you're the brightest. I want someone that is smart, has common sense, is like intuitive and has intuition and things like that. I want someone that is respectful, has a baseline of morals and things like that. I would love to have someone that has like a great family dynamic, because I really want to be immersed in their family, especially if there's someone that has like family get-togethers, because that's not something that my family really does. I would love to be like the guy like that I'm gonna marry. I really would want him to have a family that does that, so I at least have some family that do that. Oh yeah, and I do like dudes that are chubby to regular build. I don't like dudes that are super muscular. I don't like pretty boys. Like, oh, also I feel like I deserve somebody with tattoos. Like, I feel like I haven't talked to a dude that had tattoos or been in a relationship with someone that had like a whole bunch of tattoos, but I also want someone who's not gonna go OD. Like, if I could just meet someone who already has like a sleeve, either 1 sleeve or 2 sleeves, and then maybe they chest and they're done, that's what I need. Please, Jesus. So pretty much that's everything that I want as far as my type. Like, if I had my say and the guy could just come perfectly packaged, that would be my guy. So the next question is asking, what is your favorite Nicki Minaj song? So this isn't like, you know, a top tier Nicki Minaj song, but when I think about songs that Nicki Minaj has made that I really genuinely like, this song always pops up first in my head, and it is the Moment for Life. I just think that she was genuinely talking about her career and talking about, you know, where she was at that point in her life. Her dreams are coming true. I just think that she was really displaying that in this song, and that's why I love it, because it's like the epitome of somebody making it. In this very moment I put it on everything, that I will retire with the ring and I will retire with the crown. Yes, no, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. Yes, clap for the heavyweight champ, me, but I couldn't do it all alone. This night just remind me of everything they deprived me of. Y'all, that song is everything. Like, listen to the lyrics. Like, she literally was, you could just, I don't know, it just embodies like making it to me. Like, if you make it to your dream, like, that's the song to play. Like, if you accomplish something big, like, that's the song. This moment will be syndicated. So this was a question that was asked of Ruby Rose, because she is rather skinny, and they said, do you like being skinny or do you wish you were thicker? So I absolutely love being skinny, and I do not wish I was thicker. Also, if I were thick, y'all, I would act a fool. I would act a fool. I would be thirst trapping left and right. I might make a OnlyFans. Like, please don't let me gain 75 pounds. Don't. Not me. Because it's over for these hoes. These Instagram hoes, oh, it's over. So I don't need to be thick, because it's gonna be a problem. Next question is, are you religious, and if so, what practice? So I really always say that I'm not a religious person per se, but I do believe in like God and the higher power and things like that. And if I had to say what I am as far as religion, I would say that I am Christian. Okay, so the next question that was asked was your worst sexual experience. So I'm not gonna go into any details or anything like that, but pretty much I was like with this dude, and not like with him dating, but like just physically with him. A thing that guys try to do is they just want to like ram their penis inside of you, and I'm just like, yeah, that's probably not gonna work out. So pretty much that's what was happening with that situation. And so I stayed the night at his house, and then when we woke up the next morning, he was like, oh, let's like do stuff again. And I was like, no, I'm pretty like cool on that. And then he was like, oh, he turned over to me and was like, oh, if you this and the third can't do this and can't do that, you're never gonna find a husband, you're never gonna find a man. And at first I thought to myself, like, I don't know, like your natural reaction is to like go off on the person that says something raggedy to you. But I really just sat there and like paused for a second. I was like, I don't even really like you. Like, I was like, I really don't like you, but also the fact that I don't have to put up with this. Like, who are you? Who are you? So I didn't say a word to him. I got up, put my clothes on, and I walked out the house. And then of course he tried to like hit me up later and stuff, and then I blocked him, and I ain't heard from him since. That was like 4 years ago. But yeah, I was like, what? So it more so, like the experience more so was ruined because of the fact that he said that to me. Like that was my like big factor of that being like a bad experience. I was like, who does this guy think he is? He was not cute. He like, y'all, that's a whole nother situation. But I was just like, who do you think you are? Like, you really didn't pull me. Like, I want you to understand that you could never pull anybody on my caliber or me. The only reason why I'm sitting here is for my own personal reasons. It has nothing to do with you. So for you to think that you have the audacity and ability to say such a thing to me, you got life messed up, bro. So the next question is, are you happy and content with where you are in life? I would say in a general sense, I am happy because my life is getting better. But am I where I want to be? No. But I am happy for progress. I am happy that, you know, I don't have the worst life in the entire world. I am happy that I have my family and my friends, and that, you know, I'm generally a healthy person. You know, there's so many things that make me a happy person in this moment, even though I know that this isn't going to be my happiest moment, but it is a happy moment. So I can say that about where I am in life right now. And I would say that on a day-to-day basis, I am content. I feel like answering the question about am I content is really a hard question to answer, just because people view contentment very differently, like each person. So I would say that I am content just in the fact that I'm not like depressed or like just anxious every single day about my life, just where my life is at. But I'm not content in the fact that certain things aren't the way that I want them to be, or they aren't the way that is best for me. So I am just working towards that being a part of my contentment. But once again, just speaking on that progress and speaking from being like so depressed like all of 2018 to where I'm at now, I'm just so much more content with my life. So I think that is just where I'm at right now. I can't be unhappy just because of the progress and that I am in a better place. So the next question is, what's harder, moving on, letting go, or starting over? For me at least, that starting over is harder. So I don't think it's hard to move on, because you really can take, either you can be a person that takes the time to move on, which I think that that's what everyone should do. But the thing is, most people, or not most people, a lot of people don't do that. They don't take the time to like mentally move on. They just try to like do other things, or, you know, to fill their time and fill their thoughts to move on, and that's it. They don't do, you know, self-work, inner work to help them move on. And so then it kind of pops up and keeps resurfacing later on in their life in certain ways. So but me personally, I think moving on is an easier thing to do than starting over, because once you know that you aren't supposed to be doing something, or you're not supposed to be in a certain place or with a certain person, once you know it, it should be easy to at least stop that, to start the process of moving on. And then letting go, so that kind of goes with moving on. Like moving on, you can physically remove yourself, you can mentally remove yourself from certain things, but like, are you over it? Like, there's a difference between letting it go or moving on and like really letting it go. Like you've moved on, you've removed yourself, but now are you letting it go? Like, does it no longer have a hold on you? Like, is it no longer a reoccurring thought? Like, are you no longer like going back and forth, you know, from that situation? Like, have you really let it go? And I think that the first step is, you know, knowing that you're not supposed to be there so you can move on, and then letting it go. It just takes time. It takes you pouring into yourself. And then as far as like relationship goes, you would have to start over if you want to be with someone, if you want to be married, if you want to have kids, just depending on what you're wanting out of a significant other. But starting over, I say, is hard because you have to relearn someone. You have to know if there's a true connection. You could be getting played. You could be getting played in friendships, a new job, like a lot of stuff. The same stuff that applies to a relationship can apply to other situations that don't have to do with just a one-on-one type of thing. So starting over is hard because you never know. And having to get to that point where you do know can either be an instant connection, which is so easy breezy, but sometimes it might not be an instant connection. Like, I've even heard stories where people, you know, they get together, they know someone's the one for them, and then they do something stupid, or they do something, or they have fights or something like that, and then that breaks them apart, and then 5-10 years later they get back together. So when it comes to starting over, you never know how the story is going to go. How long is it going to take to get to that end result? And you never know if, oh, have I already met the person that I'm supposed to be with, or was that the right job and now I left it and made the wrong decision, so I'm gonna have to go back to that job later. I've met people in the jobs that I've been in where they've left the company and then took 3-5 years off and came back because they actually really missed it and knew that, oh, I really loved it once they left and saw what else was out there. So you never know what's gonna happen when you have to start over. Okay, so now a more lighthearted question. What's the best cereal? So I always go to Captain Crunch as a go-to, but also if you want like a classic cereal that's really good, I really do like Frosted Flakes. I really like it because the nice little coating is really nice and sugary. And me and my little sister, when we were younger, we used to add sugar to the Frosted Flakes, and now that I'm older, I'm like, wow, I can't believe we did that. Like, we really did the most. Like, I could not imagine doing that now at 27 years old. That's disgusting. And the last question is, what do you look for in a friend? So I'm gonna keep this pretty short and sweet because I really don't think that there's much that I look for in a friend, simply because I just accept people for who they are. And honestly, I feel like I personally could be friends with any old body, but I think other people aren't as accepting, and I wish that we all could just be more accepting people. Some of the things that I really look for in a friend is just someone that is going to be loyal to me, someone that is going to be genuine and supportive, someone I can talk to, someone that isn't, you know, super judgmental, just in a really mean, negative way. Because I think sometimes when people say stuff about people judging, they think so negatively about it, when really judging is something that you have to do in life. Like, you have to judge stuff, but you don't have to be mean about it, or it doesn't have to come from a horrible place. I feel like I judge people all the time, but it's coming from a place of, I want you to be great, I want you to be better, I want you to have an amazing life. Like, that's where my judgment comes from. I don't come from a, ooh, I'm gonna talk about you and I'm jealous of you because you got this and a third, and why don't I got it, or why do you deserve it? You don't deserve that. I don't know what people deserve. I don't know nothing about what you go through. I don't know what God sees, or the universe sees, or whoever you believe in sees when I'm not around. So, you know, it's not coming from a place like that. Like, that's wrong to me. Yeah, so that is my Q&A, all pulled from Ruby Rose's post of her doing a Q&A. I hope she sees this, and I hope this like fuels her to hurry up and put out her Q&A. I hope she's really gonna do it, because I would love to watch her Q&A. And if y'all don't know who Ruby Rose is, make sure y'all check her out. She does music, she models. She was in the Bad and Bougie video. She was like that main girl with the ponytail in the Bad and Bougie Migos video. So if you've seen that video, then you know her, even if you haven't like followed her on Instagram or anything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share this video. That's what's gonna help me out the most, and I would greatly appreciate it if you hit that share button. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, screen record it, take a screenshot and at me on Instagram, and I will repost you, and once again, be forever grateful. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.